Okay, we're getting ready to transplant some of our sweet potato slips, and so these were some of the sweet potatoes that we grew last year, and we just kind of put some of them back so we can refurbish the garden with them this year. So this was pretty much our seed, and I just put some of these in some soil about halfway deep, and that was done on February the 26th, and I got a bunch of slips. My wife got this here sweet potato from the Whole Foods store, and she was just experimenting, so she put it in some water and got that. And I took some slips off of the one that she did and put them in some soil on April the 3rd. So we're gonna just kind of take one of them up and just see if it has produced any yellow. And as you can see, and it's just some cocoa coir and just some regular topsoil, but you can see the little root system that it's formed. So you can actually take these and transplant these, but I think we're gonna put these in a smaller bed or something. I'm not sure, but here's some that I did on the same day. We'll do one of these smaller ones. April the 3rd, transplanted some of these, and as you can see, we got a root system there. And these can be transplanted. Actually, we got a lot more than what we'll definitely be able to use in our small gardening, but and lovely memories of my grandfather, Delos Thompson and Janie Thompson. That what they used to do, what I did here, I actually did it in a little container, but they would have a little place in there on the side of the garden, like they would just hill up a little area and just do sweet potatoes the same way I did it, just right here. And they'll just take some slips like I'm gonna do. Take one of these sweet potato slips, and I'm just gonna cut back some of the branches, or the leaves, whatever you prefer to call it. And we're gonna try to do this pretty deep. So here's what they'll do, without any roots or anything. They'll take, and back in the day, they used to call them draws, but we call them slips. But this soil temperatures on it this morning was like 73 degrees, so they was actually just some people take theirs, put a hole in there and put theirs in there. But I've seen my grandfather, them, and my grandmother, and I'm gonna do it in lovely memories of them. They would just take that slip, just push it down in the ground like that, pour some water in there and keep it water for a few days, and let it catch from there. I'm gonna do another one, man, because that's how they did it, and I did it like this last year. In memory of them, I want to keep that memory alive, because that's who my grandfather was a very inspirational guy in my life. So in lovely memories of him. This is all they would do. My grandfather would just go, one of them would just lay it out, and the other one would just come behind him with one of them back of a hoe, they used to call it. And just shove them in the ground like so, and put some water in there. And what I did before I set this out, I took some coffee grounds and put in here, and took a little triple 10 and just mixed it in the soil. This soil is already rich, and I just mixed it up before I planted these. And I'm not gonna fertilize them anymore. I'm gonna water them, not that often, but these here create a bunch of nitrogen themselves, so I'm not gonna have to do nothing but just kind of set them and forget them and let them do their thing. But this is how I'm actually do this here raised bed. I got this raised bed, and we're gonna do that raised bed the same way. But this is pretty much all we do. Is just if you got a sweet potato, don't plant that whole potato and expect to grow sweet potatoes. They actually grow from the slips. So get you some of it. If you don't have any, let's get the sun started. We'll do one more here. Just taking these, I don't know what variety sweet potatoes these are. We just got these from our local farmer market last year. But here's another one. And you notice I got a lot of them with roots started, but I'm still doing some of them in memory of my grandparents. I guess I should have came a little closer in the bed. I'm gonna move them over in the center a little bit. But just take me a hold and do that. Get them started. Come back here, move these a little closer to the center like that. Main thing is you just have to keep them. If you know, some people put them in some water and let them grow roots. As you can see, I put them in some soil, but you can direct sow them and just keep them watered for a few days and till they catch root, and they'll go from there. So I hope you learned something. If you already knew, let's get growing.
Yes.